Model 2, question 1, choose the correct answer. Number 1, on heating calcium carbonate, we obtain calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Question 2, the electric resistance is measured in ohm. Give reason. Number 1, when you burn a wire inside a jar full of oxygen at rate faster than in the atmospheric air, because the concentration of oxygen in jar is higher than that in atmospheric air, so the speed of chemical reaction increases. 2, some persons suffer overgrowth in the bones that make them joint due to the excess secretion of growth hormone by pituitary gland. Define each of the following. Diabetes. Diabetes is a disease caused when the cells are unable to use glucose due to the decrease in secretion of insulin hormone. Question 2. Compare between ionic and covalent compounds in terms of rate of their reaction. Ionic compounds hasten their reaction because they dissociate into ions and the reaction happens between their ions. While in covalent compounds, the reaction slow reaction because they don't dissociate into ions and the reaction happens between molecules. 2. Physical, genetic and cellular effects of radioactivity. Physical effects, change that appear on the living organism. Genetic effects are changes in the sex chromosomes composition resulting in abnormal birth. Cellular effect, it causes change in the cell composition. Question 3. Write down a chemical equation that represents number 1, adding magnesium to copper sulfate solution. Mg plus CuSO4 gives MgSO4 plus Cu. 2. Adding zinc to dilute hydrochloric acid, Zn plus 2HCl gives ZnCl2 plus H2. 3. Heating sodium nitrate, 2NaNO3 gives 2NaNO2 plus O2. Question B. State the law of Mendel's first law. When two individuals of any pair of hereditary contrasting traits, only the dominant trait appears in the first generation, while the two traits appeared in the second generation at ratio 3 dominant to 1 recessive. Ohm's law. The electric current intensity through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference between its terminals at constant temperature. Question C. If you have got 4 identical cells, the electromotive force of each one is 1.5 volts. How can you connect them to obtain number 1, 6 volts? We connect them in series. The 4 cells will be connected in a series way. To obtain 3 volts, we can connect 3 cells parallel and connect them in a series way to the 4th cell. To get 1.5 volts, we have to connect the 4 cells in parallel. Question 4. Find the quantity of a charge passing during 2 minutes through a cross-section of a conductor when the resistance 2200 ohm and the potential difference across its terminals is 220 volts. First, we have to get current intensity by Ohm's law, V over R. So 220 over 2200 equals 0.1 ampere. And then Q equals I times T, 0.1 times 2 times 60 equals 12 coulomb. B. What's the hereditary principle that makes the inheritance of Czech dental trait is a dominant trait? The principle is complete dominance. C. What are the precautions should be considered while dealing with radioactive wastes? 1. Avoiding to be exposed to radiation over than the safe dose. 2. Wear protective clothes and gloves.